Hello. All right, I want to go through this assignment with you to make sure you understand how to do it. Okay. So first of all, this is about commas, semicolons, and colons. It's important that you watch these videos. If you don't watch these videos, you're not going to get the background you need. Okay. So I'm going to go through each one with you. So this first one, write two sentences to show two things this woman is doing. Separate your sentences with a semicolon. So a semicolon can be used to separate closely related sentences. So say I wrote, this woman is holding her baby. The baby is is crying. Okay. So I don't need that underlined. Okay. So this woman is holding her baby. The baby is crying. Okay. I have two closely related sentences about what the woman is doing. I'm using a semicolon to put those two sentences together. Okay. Because they're closely related, so I can put them together like that. All right. So you're going to do an example of that. Don't use mine, use your own. Okay. This next one we're talking about colons. Okay. A colon can be used to introduce a list. Okay. So I'm asking you to name a person. So I'm going to make up Joe. And Joe, let me take off this underlining. Joe, let's see, tell me that this person went to blank store. Joe went to Food Line and purchased the following. Okay, so you're coming up with a name. Whoever you want to say went to, they could go to Harris Teeter, Food Lion, Lowe's, wherever you want to send them. Okay, so you're sending them to Walmart, wherever. Joe went to Food Lion and purchased the following. And then I'm going to put a colon, and then I have a list of things that they buy. 3 things it tells you. Okay, you must put a colon before the list of items, just list 3. Be sure to use a comma after each food item. Okay, so make sure you do that. So here I go. Okay, so Joe went to Food Line, he purchased the following. Let's say he's going to make sundaes, so I'll have him buy ice cream, sprinkles, and chocolate syrup. Chocolate syrup. That's it. We've got commas after each of the items, periods at the end here. I have a colon before I give my list. Joe went to Food Line and purchased the following, semicolon, and there's my list with commas after each item, except for the last one because that's the end of the sentence. I put a period. Okay? All right. Next one tells me commas can be used to separate items in a list, which is exactly what we just did at the top. Okay, right here, we just used commas to separate those items in a list. All right, I'm telling you to name this man. I'm going to name him Bob. Okay, Bob. Let me take the underlining off. Okay, so Bob, tell me which vegetables he is juggling. And be sure to use a comma after each vegetable. Okay, Bob is juggling, let's see, looks like a banana, comma, an eggplant, and an apple. Okay, good. So let me use a space here between Bob and is. Bob is juggling a banana, comma, an eggplant, comma, and an apple. Okay, the other thing you need to consider, you notice how I put a in front of banana, I put an in front of eggplant and apple because they start with a vowel. Okay, but if the word starts with a vowel, A-E-I-O-U, I'm going to use an. If it starts with a consonant, okay, all the other letters in the alphabet, you put an A before it. Okay, so make sure you're doing that, right? And then the next few you should be fine to do on your own. Okay, it's asking you a colon. It tells you colon can also be used to separate 2 independent clauses when the second clause explains the first. Okay, so write a sentence about a restaurant that serves great mega shakes. Add a colon, then provide examples of the mega shake based on the picture to the left. Okay, so you should say, I don't know, the So I got these commas on. The ice cream parlor serves great mega shakes. And then I'm going to put the colon, and I'm going to provide examples. They have chocolate surprise, I'm making these up, caramel delight, and strawberry overload. Okay, so on this one, I'm using the colon here before a list of examples. Okay, so those are some examples that I'm adding to tell you about the mega shakes that they have. Okay, here, tell me about all of these delicious candies. Be sure to use a comma after each candy. Okay, so you might say this package includes, okay, and I'm going to list all of the items. Includes Snickers. Now these are proper names, so I need to capitalize them. I don't need this underlined. Okay, Snickers is a proper name. I have to capitalize it. Kit Kat, comma, and Skittles. Okay, so I've got proper names that are capitalized. I have a comma after each one except the last one because that's the end of my sentence. Okay, so this one is the same thing. I'm doing two closely related sentences using a semicolon, just like I did up here. Right, two closely related sentences separated by a semicolon. You notice this one is not capitalized. Do the same thing here, except this time you're writing about this couple. So two closely related sentences about these people. Separate those sentences using a semicolon. Okay, you should be fine to do this on your own. If you have any questions, email me. Thanks.